to another episode of the Random Game Review. On today's episode, I'm going to be doing a top 5 racing games. Maybe you heard of them, maybe you haven't. But these are my top 5 racing games that you need to try out. These games are awesome. They bring back a lot of great memories, and I think that you'll have a lot of fun playing them. So let's get started. Coming in at number 5, one of the goofiest racing games I happened to come across on the GameCube. It's kind of like an arcade game. It was probably in an arcade cabinet with a steering wheel. I think it's goofy, but I love it. This is 18-Wheeler for the GameCube. 18-Wheeler is more of an arcade to home console port. I play this on both the GameCube and the PS2. This is like one of those quarter games. You can slam through traffic, race your rival. You hit SUVs for more time. This is a fun racing game. Hard because of the checkpoint racing, but fun. And there are other game modes to challenge as well. Coming in at number 4, this is a game that I have been addicted to since I was a kid. It was one of the first games I got on the PlayStation. It was probably one of the games that made me buy a PlayStation as a kid, or my parents buy one. This is Jet Moto 2, one of my favorite racing games of all time. Jet Moto 2. This is one of my favorite racing games of all time. The speed is insane for its time. This was a fast-paced game. There's boost, you can even do tricks in the air while you race. This is still when games could have advertisements in them, so there's a lot of Mountain Dew, some computer company, I think, and even Chef Boyardee. The tracks are awesome. This is a must-have for any racing fan. For the original PlayStation, jet skis that can fly, doesn't get any better. Coming in at number 3, this is PlayStation 2's spin on an old arcade classic. Sega, one of my favorite video game companies of all time, if not my most favorite. This would be Outrun 2006. The arcade classic brought to the home console. This PlayStation 2 gym is a great way to experience the Outrun franchise for the first time, if you have never played. Outrun is basically a guy trying to impress his girlfriend by going fast as possible to each checkpoint. My wife was even getting into it as I was playing this game and getting footage for this review. Make it to the finish line as fast as possible. Choose the easy way or the hard way, left or right. A classic trademark of this franchise. This is one of my favorite games of all time, no matter what system it's for. Coming in at number 2, a game I was addicted to for days and nights on end. Played it until my fingers were sore. This is Burnout 3 for the PlayStation 2. Burnout 3 is one of the most fast-paced racing games I have ever played. Sometimes it seems like these cars are moving at supersonic speed. This game is awesome. You can smash your rivals' cars. You can crash into traffic. There's different races, different game modes, and they are all awesome. I love it when you have to jump your car into traffic and try to blow up as many cars as possible for points. This gets addicting, fun, and awesome. This is seriously a game you need to put in your collection. It was cheap when I got it. I wouldn't pass this one up. Out of the whole Burnout franchise, this one has to be the best, hands down, in my opinion. This game is just so addicting. The cars are awesome. It is a blast. coming in at number 1 on the list of racing games that I think are awesome, and you definitely need to check out sometime. This is a game that I traveled 3 hours to go and get. This is Test Drive Eve of Destruction. I was so relieved when I finally got my hands on a copy of this game. This game is awesome. A friend of mine showed me this game and he was right. I loved this game since day one. It's more of a destruction derby game than a racing game, but the races are awesome. This has to be one of the most violent racing games I've ever seen. This is Test Drive Spin on the Destruction Derby circuit. The racing in this is amazing. You got destruction derbies, figure eights. There's even races where you're having trailers on the back of your car and you have to knock the other opponent's trailers off. You can be a bus and smash the other racers in a figure eight. This game is awesome. If you are a game collector, you need to pick this one up. This has been one of the coolest games I have ever played in my life. I love when you smash into things. The bus is my favorite. There's Kill the Carrier like games. There's even races where you have to race to a pole and do a U-turn while the other cars are smashing into you. If you like destruction derby games and racing games, this is a must-have. So thank you for watching my first top 5 on the Random Game Review. I'll be doing many more top 5s on the Random Game Review. Please like the video, subscribe for more, and comment below any other games you think I should review. Thanks a lot.
And as a special added bonus to this episode of the Random Game Review, I would like to talk a little bit about these Wii gun controllers that I picked up for really cheap. These gun controllers are awesome. You just slide the Wii remote right in, and the trigger button actually presses down on the B button, which fires the gun in any rail shooter or any shooter for the Wii. These things are awesome. I actually was able to capture game footage of me and my buddy Steve playing with them. We were having a blast. The only negative thing I can think of is after a while, you want to wear these controllers in because my finger was sore. But these things are awesome. They're cheap and they're completely worth it. Once you slide that Wii remote in, it feels like a real gun. This is as close as I've gotten to an arcade experience at home. These things are a blast.